All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Hakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect, is fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers, Shalom unto you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I mean, this is what happens when the people who rule this earth is not supposed to be ruling this earth. And the people that's supposed to rule this earth are not ruling this earth. So I'm going to run this scripture. This video should be very, very quick. I just want to run these scriptures out real quick because Job 9:24, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's us. That's also starting with the Lord. Revelation 13, he blasphemed the Father. The matter of fact, I think it's 13:6. And he opened his mouth to blaspheme against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. So yeah, they speak ill of the Lord, his people, and them that dwell in heaven. He called them little aliens, little green men, little grays with big ass head, black eyes. All right. That's what he called the angels. So, but also, well, this is what the video was about. It said, the heaven, even the heavens are Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's, but the earth hath he given unto the children of men. All right. So
understand why you have to pay to live on a planet you were born on. I mean, it's such a simple question, and it's haunted me ever since.
Because the reason, and let's get that real quick. Because of our downfall, where you at, King James? There you go. Because of our downfall, this is because Ezra said, he said this. Oh man. There we go. So it says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou hast made Lord of all your creatures, and him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because you have made us the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, you have said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them that drop, that falleth from a vessel. Oh, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, your people, whom you hast called your firstborn, your only begotten, your fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Now, when you go to my favorite chapter of 2nd Esdras, which is 2nd Esdras 7, the next chapter, the Lord explained to him. He said, because when Adam sinned, the decree that you see now, the earth was made. Let's just get it. I'm going to jump straight to the point. Oops. Now, verse 10, it said, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel portion. So the Lord, because of the sin, now we got the straight gate that we got to go through. The heathen got to rule over us. All right. We are under curses. All right. So And it says, because for their sakes I made the world, the Israelites. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. And you see how Adam get the blame because the man is the overseer. Eve is the one who actually sinned, but Adam didn't rebuke her. He fell in line. All right. So he gets in trouble. And it says, then were the interests of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. So this is what happens when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right. You can barely pay your bills. You don't eat no real food. And everything is out of order. The law never go forth. And I'm talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's law. This is why wickedness is at an all-time high and it runs rampant. Okay? So yeah. But when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice.
Question, and it's haunted me ever since. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Ask yourself that question. Why do we have to pay to live on a planet we were born on? And who are we actually paying for the privilege of being alive here?
You're paying the wicked. Because as we read in Job 9:24, the earth is given into their hands. So they have dominion. Okay? And it's because of the fall of the Israelites. The people that you hate so much are your future rulers, and you're going to love us. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That's what's about to come to the earth. But before then, more mourning. Okay? More mourning and suffering is coming. But this is what happened when the wicked bear rule. Okay? So,
Who made them the boss?
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai made them the boss. Another example, because this world is given to the spiritual demon Satan, and he have a physical counterpart, okay, which is the wicked. Remember when Yahweh Shai was fasting for 40 nights and 40 days, Satan came to him and said, if you bow down unto me, I'll give you all these kingdoms. Okay? So this is Satan's playground. The earth is Satan's playground right now. Which makes me think of, what's Satan going to be doing in the kingdom? I mean, I'm obviously probably he's gonna be fucking with the Edomites and stuff like that. But I can't wait to see. Lord willing, I make it on the first go around. But the scripture said, "Blessed is he who take part in the first resurrection." So that's the elect. But anyways, so yeah. But this is what happens when the wicked is given, when the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, but it's because of our downfall. This is why you should be upset. For you to be very low on the totem pole is an abomination, man. And guess who's the only one, as it say in Ezekiel 9:4, sighing and crying for the abomination thereof? Us. Israel is so okay with the way that the world is because it caters to the flesh, because you're dealing with the devil here. He put the bottle to your lips and now you're drunken. You drunk off the Babylonian juice. All right? You staggering, not by wine, but by philosophies. All right? And when you hear the truth, you get upset. But ask yourself this. Now, this talking point been so many times. Like I heard this talking point years ago. Why we got to pay to live on an earth that we was born on, which is a very great question. But before I came into the sanctuary of the Most High, matter of fact, let's get that. No, it's 17. 17. So it says, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I their end. So I'm grateful that there is an end to this. But until there is an end to this, suffering is going to continue to happen, especially for those who are on the outside of this thing. See, Yahweh Shah said, you should know the truth and the truth should make you free. See, we're free mentally and spiritually because we understand why we in this predicament. Y'all don't. Where there is no vision, the people perish, and a lot of perishing is about to happen. This devil have grabbed up all the farmland. He want to feed you synthetic meat, and then he actually said, "Fuck synthetic meat. I'm gonna feed you insects." Okay. So yeah, this is the world that he's trying to bring.
Who put them in charge?
The Lord.
You know? Think about that. I don't understand.
I don't understand. Well, I'm gonna end it on these two scriptures. This is why we look forward. It said, looking for and hastening. Only the ones who is hastening is the elect. For the coming day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Yeah. The Lord's going, as scripture says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. Because this is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. All right. The spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah is here. Spirit of Egypt here. Okay. And physical Egypt, because this is the place of our captivity. And it said, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay. So all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because that will come, and it's going to come through his son. Oops, forgot. Oops. Got Ezra on the brain. I wonder. So it says, then cometh the end when he, yeah, that's Yahushai. But that's why we say Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Yahweh in the name of his only begotten son Yahushai. Okay. Shall deliver up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power. And when he do that, he's putting the Israelites in their stead. All right. He's going to put the Israelites in the stead of being rulers, because when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. The kingdom of heaven is on its way. All right. All we got to do is stay faithful. But yeah, this is why I'm talking to you. You perceive Edomite, because remember, Israelites can look like him. A perceived Edomite is trying to understand why. Well, this is why. All right. Because of the Israelites' downfall. But the Israelites is about to rule the earth in righteousness, and you will rejoice. You will love us. Okay, you're gonna love to learn us. Love to learn to love us. Okay, so all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Seek ye out the Lord while he may be found, and shalom.